So let's get on with what are types of fractions. Anyone quickly tell me, because you're already done at school. What do you mean by a proper fraction? Very good. Numerator is less than denominator. Correct? So any fraction where numerator is less than denominator is called a proper fraction. For example, 1 by 2, 3 by 7, 8 by 11, anything. All these are proper fractions where numerator is less than denominator. Let's go quickly. What's an improper fraction? We'll use the word numerator is greater than the denominator, not bigger or smaller. We'll use the word greater. That's a mathematical way of putting it. Your numerator is greater than denominator, something like 3 by 2, your 5 by 3, you have 7 by 4. All these are improper fractions. Okay, so here, here in this context, so you might be wondering, what do you mean by 7 by 4? I had only one pizza. So, if there are 4 pieces, let me discuss this part for a moment, because I understand that example of pizza, but you also need to understand not everything is an example of pizza. So we have numbers beyond whole. So when I say that, say someone says I have a pizza. So when I have it divided in 4 pieces, so if I take one piece, it's called 1 by 4, right? So if I take 2 pieces, you say it as 2 by 4. So if we have 3 pieces taken away, then I say 3 by 4. If I have 4 pieces out there, I say 4 by 4. But what do you mean by 5 by 4? What do you mean by 6 by 4? What do you mean by 7 by 4?
Sir,
so here, yes.
When I was in 5th class, my dad told like, if it's an improper fraction, we can convert it into a mixed fraction, right?
Correct.
So it's like if we convert it, it will be 1 3 by 4. So meaning it's like 1 whole pizza and 3 by 4th of another pizza.
7 by 4. When I said 7 by 4, Priscilla comes up and says, hey sir, I know what this means by 7 by 4. She says, sir, the 7 by 4 is nothing but I can separate the 7 by 4 as a mixed fraction. She knows what's a mixed fraction, will come there. But people who know what's a mixed fraction, they already know it is nothing but 1 plus 3 by 4. Another way of looking at this is 1 plus 3 by 4. Basically, that's nothing but 1 3 by 4 is what we say as a mixed fraction. We'll come there. But what do you mean by 7 by 4? So basically, there are 7 units on 4 units. So when you write this, basically, I can split this 7 as 4 plus 3 divided by 7. So I'm 4 plus 3 divided by 4. I'm sorry. So basically 4 by 4 plus 3 by 4, right? So I'm just separating. So 4 by 4, I know it's 1 full plus 3 by 4. So that means I have 1 full pizza. And which is like all those 4 parts basically that were divided. Let me use a different color to explain this. 1 second. Okay, so that are 4 parts of a pizza, and let me pick up another pizza here. So basically what we are trying to do here is, just give me a second. Yeah, so basically this 1 full pizza and 3 parts of the another pizza. So basically here, what we are having is 1 plus 3/4 of another pizza. That's how we got this fraction 7 by 4.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Vatsala. Yeah.
I had a question. Why did you do 4 plus 3? We could have also done 6 plus 1.
Correct. So I could have done 6 plus 1, but 4 plus 3, because I have 4 in the denominator, that 4 plus 3 is separating. It's giving me 1 full. 4 by 4, 4 pieces out of 4 pieces is giving me 1 full pizza. That's the reason I separated as 4 plus 3. So that 4 by 4 is giving me 1 full, and 3 by 4 is 3/4 of a pizza. So that's how we are separating. If we do 6 by 4, once again, we have to split further. So by doing 4 by 4, we are getting 1 full unit. Okay, you got it. Brilliant. Brilliant. So that's very interesting. I'm enjoying the conversation with all of you. You people are doing a great job. Let's go further. So tell me, what are like fractions?
So when the fractions have the same denominator, they are called like fractions.
Wonderful. So what are like fractions where the denominator is same? For example, in this case, we can see here, these are like fractions. We have already looked at some like fractions: 7 by 4, 6 by 4, 5 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. All these are like fractions because your denominator is same, right? So when your denominator is same, they are called like fractions, because when you have like fractions, it's easy to compare like fractions. For example, what I mean by that is, if we have a fraction like, say, 3 by say 23, and we have 5 by 23, is it easy to compare these two fractions?
Yes, sir.
Which is greater?
Yes, sir. 5 by 23.
Yeah, because it's very simple. Just imagine you have a pizza once again. That pizza is divided into, say, 23 equal parts. How, I don't know, but let's assume they have divided into 23 equal parts. So we have 3 parts out of that 23 parts, and we have 5 parts out of 23 parts. So if there are 23 pieces, would you prefer taking 5 pieces of pizza and say, hey, I have more part of the pizza, right? So you'll be happy to get 5 pieces of it than 3 pieces. So, unless, I mean, if you don't like pizza, that's a different story. Otherwise, you would prefer taking 5 out of 23 rather than 3 out of 20. So you also know what like fractions are. Like fractions are nothing but wherein your denominators are same. If your denominator is same, all those fractions will be same. So like this was a classical example of like fractions. Okay. So let's go further.